Hello friends, it's Cindy Brumbaugh from CindyLeeBDesigns.com, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've got a fun fold here called a faux step card, center step card because it's in the center, and it's faux because we're not cutting all the little pieces into it. We're just kind of cheating a little bit. But I love this card because of that church. I just love that church. And so this is a bundle that's in our mini spring catalog, the January through May, and it's Blessed Beginnings. And this is great for baptisms, Easter, wedding, anything that like is going on at a church, a confirmation or something. So you're looking at Blessed Beginnings, and then they have dies to cut out our stamped images, but also some extraneous dies and some clouds. I didn't put clouds on this one because I thought it would be a little too much, but let me show you how you make this faux step card. You're gonna have two pieces to this card. You're gonna have the base, and then you're gonna have the step that goes on it. Now this base here is 4 1/4 wide. So that's a half a sheet of your 8.5 by 11, 4 1/4, but we're gonna cut it down to 9 inches. So it's not 11 inches, it'd be 9. And then we're gonna score it at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 5 3/4. So again, it's 9, and we're putting the 9-inch side up against the top of your trimmer or your scoring tool, whichever one you're gonna use. 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 3/4 on the 9-inch side, and it's 4 1/4 wide. So that creates our card base. And then our step is actually 8.5 by 2 1/4 wide. So 2 1/4 wide by 8.5, and we're gonna score it at 5 1/2. Okay, so we have enough to go down when we put it on here to go down onto the back there. And then we can write our message on the inside. Okay, so now let's put this together here. Okay, so this little step here is 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we're gonna put a piece here that is 4 inches by 1 inch. And I chose the pecan pie because I used pecan pie as my stamped image on my church. Now I do believe this is called bark, the bark embossing folder, but we had pine wood planks, anything that just gives it some texture. I did choose this because I thought it kind of mimicked a wood grain like on the door of the church. So we are going to put that on I have to make sure I'm putting it on the right side. We're going to put that 1 inch by 4 inch piece on that bottom step there. And it just gives some texture and color down to that step there. Just get a nice 1/8 inch border. Using your glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room there. So that is on the bottom step. Now this step here is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we used a piece of DSP, which, oh my gosh, I used that Painted Illusions DSP from the February product of the month. Oh, how pretty are these flowers here. Now, you could get a little crazy and you could put this behind it. That looks super pretty too. But I don't know if I have I'm just not sure if I have the style to do that. But I do know that my girls are probably going to use that side. So that is really pretty. The opposite side of what I'm calling kind of like the pink blossoms. So we're going to put this in. Now, since that was 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, this piece of DSP is 3 by 4. And you know, with a 3 by 4, you are going to get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 by 4. You're going to get 12. Are you getting it? 3. You get 4, 3 that way, 4 this way. You get 12 pieces out of 1 12 by 12 piece of DSP. And that DSP, if you didn't open yours yet, has 3 pieces of each pattern. So I really liked that. Okay, so now we're putting that on to there. Now we're going to look at the step here. This step is going to be adhered right to the middle and flush with the bottom. Now you actually could have brought it up a little bit if you wanted to. I wonder if that would be a good idea. It's not going to fold. Oh, wait. I wonder if you did do that. I think I need a little more space to write the the sentiment. So I am going to keep it flush with the bottom of the card. But I don't know, that kind of does look nice doing that. Well, either way, you're seeing white. Okay, anyway, we're taking this 2 1/4 by 8 1/2 that we scored at 5 1/2 and putting it on to create that focal point in the middle of the card here. Okay, I'm gonna kind of stick it there so you can see it. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp, we'll put the paper on first. Okay, so what I did with this paper, and see, that actually looks pretty too. It was a really pretty paper. And who knew that I would just fall in love with those little flowers. So let me see, I think I'll put it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna create my border from the top here. I'm gonna create that 1/8 inch border at the top and the 2 sides. There we go. And then just see that we have about the same amount of space on the top and the 2 sides. There we go. And then this is going to go here. And I wanted to give myself enough room to stamp a sentiment. I'm going to do a little bit different of a sentiment. I'm going to say, blessings for your wedding. Now to do that, I'm going to start my blessings at the top, and I think I can fit in for your wedding. I hope I can. So let me see here. I'm going to keep that blessings as high up as I can. And it's kind of like written blessings. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do the flirty flamingo because that's the pink that's in there. And I'm going to put the for your wedding. I'm going to do little taps. For your, and I kind of just put it right inside where the G comes down in the cursive writing. So now I can put the word wedding. And I guess you guys have probably heard the scuttlebutt about us getting new magnetic closing ink pads like Close to My Heart had. I am trying to see this from a weird angle. Okay, for your wedding. I think it turned out wonderful. There we go. So we're getting those new ones. So we're going to start out having just the in colors in May. When the new catalog comes out, we're going to start out with just having the new in colors in the new magnetic ones. And then in 2027, we're going to switch over to those ones. Now you can still use your old colors. You don't have to get them, but they really are cool, I hear. So here we go. Blessings for your wedding there. And now we're going to build up our church. Okay. And we may as well just glue this down. And we're going to just kind of glue it right on and we could put a tiny bit on this edge here. Okay, I really like the pecan pie with the flirty flamingo. It just looks so pretty and springy. Okay, so we're putting that as our step right there. Okay, and then we can actually glue this down. And you want to be a little careful knowing where you are gluing here, because you don't want it to get too much glue on there. So we're going to close that down. Now, if you wanted to put something on the back here, you could write on the back here. But since we have the step inside here to write your message, you don't have to worry about that. So we glue that down. Now we have that center step there that's going to create that nice faux step card. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and put a circle here. My friend Debbie Mookie did a card, different type of step card, and she had a pretty circle behind her church, and it just really set off the church. So I decided to do mine in vellum to just keep the softness of the card. So we're just going to look right about where we want to put it, and we're going to put glue coming down on there, knowing where the church is going to go on there. And then make sure my stylish shape circle is in And then I kind of just looked at I could see through, and I tried to make my two sides even there. So that vellum just gives you some fun look on that card. Now we have this beautiful church here. I stamped it in pecan pie, and then I die cut the gable, I guess it is the gable. And then I have a little cross, and I have a door. And then there are amazing little dies in here. Let me show you all these different dies here. You've got the church, and you've got 4 different bushes. I use the 2 big bushes. You've got these clouds too that you could have used, but like I just thought it was too much on the white on my card. But you have the door, the cross, and the gable, I guess it would be on the front of the church. And you can also stamp a tree and die cut that tree with the Blessed Beginnings dies that comes with that bundle there. So we're going to go ahead and put the brown door right over the stamped door right there. That really adds a lot of jazz to that card. Then we're going to put oh gosh, I pulled off my little thing off my little, there we go. Okay, we're going to put a couple little dots on here. Pop, boop. I had so much glue on my hands making that other card. And then we're going to put that right over the stamped image there, just getting it kind of centered there. It's kind of, there we go. And the cross is so tiny. I'm just going to put a dot right there. And I sure wish I had brought my little tweezers over, but I did not. But my fingers are sticky, so maybe I can get that little cross on there. There we go. Stick on there. There you go. And then we're going to put that onto our card with some dimensionals. And we're going to put the church. Hope I don't lose that little cross. I'm not sure I put enough glue on there. But this is one of the first stamp sets. Do you ever get one you just absolutely have to have? Just have to have. And then you stare at it thinking, what am I going to do with this? What's my goal? And I kind of did that. I just got kind of frozen with my design with it. And I kept looking at things and looking at things. And then, like I said, my friend Debbie made a really pretty card with into a step card, and I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? It's a perfect way to use this church is on a step. So I'm just going to put that right onto the vellum there. There we go. And then I'm going to put some little pieces of dimensional on the little bushes here and put those at the bottom on the sides. And I did kind of cover up some of the windows and the brick at the bottom of the church, but that kind of happens, doesn't it? Aren't your hedges really at the windows? And doesn't that kind of happen when you look at landscape or something? Your hedges are right along the outside of the building. Okay, so I'm trying to get this off here. There we go. Get that dimensional off of there. Alrighty. And I used Old Olive for these. I thought Old Olive went really well with the pecan and the pink and the flirty flamingo. And then I used those magical, it's the iridescent rhinestones. They are the embellishments that just keep on going. I bought a bunch of these whenever they were going out of stock because I just loved them. Whatever you put them on, it's just like magic. And this one was perfect because it has that iridescence that shows some pink in it, and it just went so pretty with the vellum. And you've got these pretty little embellishments just twinkling there. So you could make here's two different ones that really turned out pretty with the blessings for your wedding and Easter blessings. And I would say if you didn't get that product of the month, just anything with a pretty light, like floral, because I'm always just thinking of pretty flowers around the church. A piece of blue would have looked really pretty here too to create that. And I was going to do that blue there, but then I just thought it looked really pretty behind the vellum too. So I just did that. So you can make this faux step card using the Blessed Beginnings bundle that is in our mini catalog, January through May. And look how cute that is. And then you just open up and write your message right in here. And then it just sits up there so pretty. And you only needed a 4 1/4 by 9 inch. You scored it at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 5 3/4. And then your step here was an 8 1/2 by 2 1/4. And then you just scored it at 5 1/2 so that it would fit into your card 5 1/2 this way. And then a stylish shaped circle. And then a little piece down here that was 1 inch by 4, and just embossed it with something that has a wood grain in it. And then our DSP was 3 by 4, which is really nice for a 12 by 12. You can get a lot out of it. And then this piece here, because I made this 2 1/4, I made this 2. So of course you can get 2 inches out of a 12 by 12 and then 1, 2, 3. So you get a lot of cards if you want to do a bunch of cards for, say, mailing out to your family members and friends for Easter, or if you're a demonstrator who does classes, you get a lot of cards out of that DSP. Thanks for buzzing by, friends.